Hello and welcome to my personal channel, Ian Summerall. I've been looking at the shenanigans of the American administration under Biden. Here in England we've had an election in July, and we got Starmer and the Labour Party in charge. Both groups are left-wing. Some people would call them communists. I would call them Marxist. I was having a chat with a friend of mine. He's a political analyst. He's into all this sort of stuff. And he says they're pure Marxists. That's what they are. They're wolves in sheep's clothing. They come across as being friendly and nice, but they'll dig the dagger in as soon as they can. Look at Biden when he was vice president. If you look at the report that was done by Marco Polo, which is about that thick, I managed to download the PDF when it was taken off of Amazon, and it became free. I downloaded a copy then. I tried to download a copy onto my new computer. I thought, I'll just go in and download it. I can't download it from the UK here anymore. So I got the old laptop out and found the document on there, the PDF file, the Hunter Biden report, and copied it onto a stick and copied it over. There it is. It's on there. And copied it over onto the PC. The stuff that Biden was up to. They name the case or the crime that he's committed. They show the evidence. When he was a director of Burisma, he had loads of money come in, and that was then distributed through the Biden crime family. That's where you get the 10% for the big guy, and the big guy is thought to be Biden himself. Now, here in the UK, we've had Starmer and his crowd won the election. Well, they didn't really win it. The Tories lost it, and I mean lost it big. Labour vote went up by 1.7%. The Tory vote just disappeared. It went down by 50 or 60% in some cases. People just didn't bother to vote Tory. That's why Labour had so many seats. Not because they gained more votes. Just the way our system works, first past the post. And we now find that they're all getting freebies. Most of the cabinet have been getting freebies. And there's a guy called Lord Alley. Now, he was a mate of Tony Blair's. And the reports coming out is that Tony Blair asked him to go to Iraq after the war. And what did he do? The allegation is that he rigged the election there. I don't know what he did. He's been in Syria. Now, we are not supposed to like the Syrian government. But Ali is a mate of the leader of the Syrian government. The CIA and the British helped support the terrorists that were fighting the Syrian government. It's all mixed up. Everybody's on everybody else's side. You know, the CIA created ISIS in northern Syria. That's a fact, I'm told, says my mate, who knows all about this sort of stuff. Now, I don't know. I wouldn't put it past them. Now, they're all making money out of this. Starmer had £100,000 of freebies over the last couple of years, and a lot of it came from Ali. The sun's going in and out of the clouds at the moment, so please forgive the sun on the screen here, but never mind. We will crack on. So you've got a crooked government. You've got Biden there taking all this money. Now the question's got to be asked, what did he have to do for that money? There's no such thing as a free lunch. You know, people are paying to get access to him. In the UK, one of the ministers received £40,000 off of a company so he could gain access to him. Are all these freebies that the cabinet ministers have been getting, is that for access and influence? But what for? What decisions were made? What decisions weren't made? There's more to the point. How did it steer what the government does? You in America have a corrupt government. Here in Britain we also have a corrupt government. We thought the Tories were bad. This lot, this Labour lot, is corruption on steroids. Taylor Swift had a concert, and when you get an artist come round, they used to come to Bristol, and when I worked for the radio station used to get free tickets, and obviously the presenters and the staff, full-time staff, had the option of having the tickets first, and then it went down the order. I'm only a volunteer on the community radio station. I'm bottom of the pile. I'm only doing an hour, 2 hours a day in the evenings just to help this programme go on. And I went down the library, and there's records. They were given loads and loads of records. So they threw a lot out. The records that weren't on the playlist were put in a box you could help yourself. I just take a carrier bag full of LPs and singles and take them home with me. But also I picked up tickets. I saw Wishbone Ash. I saw Iron Maiden. Adam and the Ants. Oh, Leo Sayer. Leo Sayer was a good show. Leo Sayer knew how to work an audience. He was like their best friend. Absolutely amazing. I've seen Paul McCartney. That was good because there was no merchandise on the way in, and I thought, well, I'd like to have a programme to sort of remind me of the night. And I got to the seat, and in the seat everybody had a free programme. And Paul McCartney was on stage for 3 hours straight. Brilliant show. Adam and the Ants were in a nightclub which had a stage and had bands as well, called the Carno, it was called at the time. It's all gone now. It's now student flats. And we went there, and I was with Andy Bannon Foster, who was a DJ producer for Radio Bristol and for Radio 1. And we waited, and we had a drink, and we had a chat, and we had a drink. Then Adam the Ant came on. Yeah, Adam the Ant was brilliant. He had 2 drummers, and they played their album. They were on for an hour, and that was it. They did an hour, and that was the concert. Paul McCartney did 3 hours with his band, and so the band could have a rest. The band went off, and Paul McCartney sat in the centre of the stage on his own and did Blackbird and Yesterday. Absolutely brilliant. But anyway, let's get back to the story in hand. Your government in the United States and our government here in the UK are as corrupt as hell. But the trouble is, how do you fix it? The only way you can do it is by talking about it and hope that people see it, agree with you, and get the message out. Politicians don't like stories becoming viral. So if you can watch other channels that have got more views than me, like them and share them. Spread the word if you agree with it. Then the story goes viral. Then we got a chance of embarrassing the government. But I think they're so corrupt and they've become dogmatic, like they know best, that I don't think they will. I don't think Starmer's going to resign until he's actually forced out. I thought he was going to resign this month, but it hasn't happened yet. I'm sure he'll be gone before Christmas. The Labour Party is on a nosedive straight down. Biden and Harris on a nosedive straight down. You know, Harris is saying now that she's helping to do the relief efforts for the hurricane in North Carolina and parts of Tennessee and Georgia. DeSantis, the governor of Florida, said she is not in the chain of command. So that told you, Harris. You know, there's a reporter on YouTube, a lady, Candace Owen, and she's looking into the heritage of Harris. And she says that it's not what it seems. She's got the photographs, got all the birth certificates and death certificates, and found out that the photograph with Harris with her grandmother couldn't have happened because her grandmother died before she was born. So she's gone in and she's questioning it. Candace Owen, she's on YouTube and she's on Rumble and all the other channels. Absolutely very clever lady. And I think that these stories have got to be told and we've got to get them out. Anyway, you got a corrupt government, we got a corrupt government, and we the little people are getting the brunt of it. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to talk about today, is that we both have Marxist governments. Anyway, Ian, signing off, have a good day. And I hope the guys in Florida and the damage from the hurricane that's just gone through overnight isn't too bad. God praying for you, I tell you. And I've sent money to the relief effort. And if you can, there are loads of people. Try and do local churches or local groups that are getting aid for people. I wouldn't trust my money going to FEMA or one of the big boys, because you don't know where it's going to go. At least if you put it on the ground and the people doing the work, you'll know it'll be funded to the people that need it. Anyway, Ian, signing off.